All right. Hello, everyone.
Hello, friends.
Whoa.
I barely remembered to unmute you guys.
That's a mood.
I haven't had to mute you with all the computer problems. I had to mute you for a while, and so I forgot that now I think I've fixed it. So welcome to the new Phoenix Wright game. We made it. So we've got the third Phoenix Wright game. It's called Trials and Tribulations. It's gonna be fun, guys. This is my favorite one of the original series. So I'm very excited for this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't have much to say going into this. Just as a heads up, if we do end up having any technical difficulties, let me know. My laptop is dying. I do have one on order. It's just not here yet. So let us know in the chat if something starts going wrong, and I'll do my best to troubleshoot it with a dying computer.
This is fine.
Yeah. Oh, also, we're going to be completely changing up roles again this time. So because this game is a little weird in that you can sort of see we're talking about Mia again, who is very clearly dead in present day. Things are going to be jumping around a little bit. Roles are going to be jumping around a little bit. So yeah, I'll be taking Mia, and I think we can go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
All right.
That's queen.
So let's do this. Turnabout memories. I know I'm actually kind of excited that means I'm taking all three Faye sisters. How did I get into this mess? Oh, damn.
That's
He did.
Sexy.
Why? Why did I do that?
Why did you? Oh no, it's he.
Spiky hair.
That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. I don't know why that paused there.
It's for dramatic effect.
I've just been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so all I could think of was the eyebrow bump. It wasn't me. I didn't.
What's with that shirt?
I didn't do it.
What is with that shirt, sir?
All right, 5 years earlier, Mia Faye, second trial. We baby.
We're very baby.
All right. April 11th, 9:40 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
I'm going to apologize to you right now. I'm so used to fucking having to read all that shit. I'm going to 100% read over you at some point. So
You're
I'm
good.
already sorry, and I will apologize again when it happens.
You're good. It's okay. I'll just talk over you. We'll be great.
Yeah.
It's finally time. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. That's Grossberg. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning. I sound like a schoolgirl, and I don't know why.
Mia, please calm yourself down.
I'm apparently still in the, Colonel Sanders mode.
Love Colonel Sanders.
I seduced Colonel Sanders for 2 hours, and now it's just in my DNA.
That's finger looking good.
Oh.
Someone put that on a shirt.
You're gonna get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
Let go of my lapels.
I just realized I'm on camera. You guys just got to see all my, flailing around.
That's a mood.
You were off camera for one stream. And
I know,
lost
and I
it.
completely forgot. One of these days we need to get everyone on camera so that I'm not the only one doing this shit.
Oh, you guys don't want to know what I'm doing while I'm voice acting.
Apparently Honestly, I don't. Sorry.
Or do you? I mean, I could.
I mean,
Anyway.
it's just gonna be that, for me, it'll be that awkward, like, selfie looking at the phone angle, and you'll see my double chin real good, like, hot. Currently, I have my hood pulled up behind. I have to put it behind my headphones so it wouldn't rub against my headphones and we wouldn't get weird audio. So I look great.
To be fair,
anyway.
like I used to change clothes before stream, and like
Mhm.
sometime in the last like 2 years, I've finally decided, fuck it, I'm in my pajamas. It's just pajama time for y'all.
It is pajama time. Damn. Sometimes you gotta be comfy.
Yeah, so you know, like pajama party up, all up in here, bitches.
Slumber parties. Anyway.
Anywho, you obviously haven't gotten the temperament to be haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I still haven't decided on his accent yet, or workshopping it.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is me. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Pajama day is all day, every day. I fucking wish I could wear pajamas to work. Anyway.
I know.
Uh,
Actually, I do. I don't know why I said that.
Every day would be pajama day.
Like literally, I will put on a decent shirt and be in like pajama shorts all day.
So that's what my mom does when she works from home. Is she just wears sweatpants and then like we'll just change her top and brush her hair.
Mhm.
Like
It's a problem.
That's
Like now, I go out in like sweatpants to go to the grocery store and shit, and like a year ago, I would have never.
I think we all tied.
well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me. What, with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
What? You already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that, you see... I mean, of course I have. I think.
Oh, dear. In any case, don't let our client see you so nervous. You're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. That's our dumb fucking baby. Look at him. Oh.
Good morning there, everybody.
Good morning. Oh, I'll try to keep smiling, Mia.
I just want to say, I give it all you got. Yes. Yep, it'll be fine. No problem.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye?
Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers, people screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for.
See, this man is civilized. I don't know what
What
the
a
fuck he's
novel
wearing,
concept.
but...
My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says.
Right, Mr.
Wow.
Wright. You shouldn't share the coronavirus. You have nothing to fear in court today.
No Rona for you.
If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you.
Please let go of my chair.
I'd like to point out, Mia saw this man like this and still said, I'm gonna give you a job in the future.
Right? Whatever is about to happen, happened, and she was like, ah, yes,
Mm-hmm.
employee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna employ the shit out of that.
That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. Oh, you need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. We had a year between cases? Holy shit.
Okay.
But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and, well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client.
Oh.
And for myself. Did you just start singing High School Musical again?
No, I said, here I go again.
Okay.
On my own.
I was
It
going to
wasn't
say,
High School Musical this time.
if you've got High School Musical, we're ending this stream now. April 11th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2.
But Phoenix is wearing pink. He wants fabulous. Anyway.
Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The one and only trial. We will never trial him or try to convict him of anything again.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
That hair! The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
Yes. I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense.
Yes. Well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
An emergency? But isn't that him standing right next to you?
Yes, well...
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? He's never this mean to us.
I know.
Right.
This is misogyny at its finest.
You know, say this is sexism.
Don't let him scare you,
throw
man.
stuff.
Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think.
Nice save.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
I have hair. I'm going to swat it very dramatically. Well.
Imagine if someone's hair actually did that. Like, how could you not sit there and do this all day?
Isn't that just Harry Styles or some shit? I don't know. Anyway, I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend this time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will be over very soon.
What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me?
I'm a bitch. Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. This hot hunk, the murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. Oh yeah.
My God.
What a heartthrob. I would totally go for that if I was a young girl. He was a 4th-year student studying pharmacology. Oh, brains and brawn. Nice.
How is it that we managed to play 0 characters straight?
Because it's not a thing.
We just can't do it.
No, not allowed.
Real hard.
Sounds like he was a very bright young man.
It's Pride Month.
There we go.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken of the scene of the crime. Boing boing. Oh no, he's dead. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway, then they called the police.
Sorry, I'm eating a snack and I keep muting myself so you don't hear me chewing. And then I forget that I'm muted. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence.
Crime photo 1 added to our court record.
By the way. I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
You mean the down power line wasn't enough for you?
Hey, it was fangirls trampling him. I mean, your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor.
Suck up.
Yes, it is. I am a suck-up, thank you. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
The defense would not, but thank you. Huh?
A simple question I thought might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will.
A what?
Genteel!
Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
Bitch slap him.
Perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Ugh. My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up.
Don't you love Grossberg? Has everyone remembered him yet?
Oh god. Well, he is very gross right now with his hemorrhoids.
Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. Oh my god, are we doing this whole thing?
Yep. New game, new tutorial.
But you knew that already, didn't you?
The court record! I think I can see that by pressing the R1 button.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good, hard look at the data there, and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir! I'll do just that! I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just pressed the R1 button here.
R1!
Alright, so cause of death was fatal electric shock.
Oh, electric shock.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, if we're going to play any of the characters seriously, we aren't going to start with Winston Payne. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Was it asphyxiation, electrocution, or hypothermia?
Hypoelectric asphyxiation.
I don't even want to know what that is, but God, it sounds like a kink. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? How could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why? Motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood?
Yes,
what do you
like
mean?
Taylor Swift. Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry.
There's a
that
new
you're not a
cover
Taylor
for
Swift
you.
fan. No. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
Oh, I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
God, every time I put a new snack in my mouth. Okay, what's Winston Payne? That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Oh my god, it's me again. Now then, let's hear from the defense.
Right now, you are playing the largest number of characters, so...
Yep, well, you're gonna get chewing because I can't keep it in my mouth anymore. Sorry.
That's okay.
What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
Oh my god, man. No need to get all worked up over this.
Remember, she's done one trial before.
That's true, and it traumatized her. As I said, all of our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and shove it into old Graybeard's face.
Yes, sir! Into old Graybeard's face!
Mr. Grossberg. Excuse me. Try to set a better example for the young ladies. Shut up. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between the profiles and evidence with the R1 button. So be sure to go over it all. Jesus. Now then, let's see what you've got. I didn't switch voices at all. What was the cause of bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
Let's see.
Well, Phoenix looks like a nerd, and no.
Well, it looks like it might be Dahlia Hawthorne, who was Phoenix Wright's girlfriend and dated the victim up until 8 months ago.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least that much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. God, I wish that were me. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. She looks so innocent, though. Damn.
He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
Hell yeah! If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright, future lawyer. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect? Nice.
No. He means, what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh! I, collected anime. I mean, I was a university student. Yes. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are the suspect of the death of your fellow student? But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you! I'm telling you!
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us? Why is that a mask, my man?
Rhoda!
To be fair, the mask does not seem to be staying on his face very well.
No, he needs a better fitting mask.
Mm-hmm.
It seems the witness has something he wants to say in between his sneezes.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Yeah, right away, Your Honor.
All right, witness testimony, the victim and I. First testimony of a new game.
I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. It's like that game, Among Us or some shit. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
Oh, Nick. Sorry, guys, give me just a second as I get an eyelash out of my eyes. Aren't you guys glad you get to watch me do this?
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Okay, I think
Having
I
such
got
a
it.
great time right now.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim?
Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. It's what we always say in these streams.
It looks like the judge understands. Yeah, this is the case where we find out Phoenix Wright has just murdered a bunch of people.
Oh yeah, so many skeletons in them closets.
Mm-hmm.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be...
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
cross-examination?
He's right. And you don't know about cross-examination? And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination.
It's been a long time since I ate my lawyer-os, okay?
The purpose is to determine if the witness's testimony contains any contradiction.
Contradictions?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes.
If a witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
God, immediately forgot it was me. Even if he's your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. No middle ground. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that the testimony just now, that there was a lie? A contradiction?
Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Uh,
Alright, cross-examination. Okay, let me take a look at our court record. Okay, so we have our attorney's badge, of course.
Yay.
We have the autopsy report. We have the crime scene photo. Let's see our profiles. We have Grossberg, who's 61 already in this.
Yeah.
Like, kudos to him for not retiring, but I guess we know why he didn't retire, because we know that Red White is blackmailing the shit out of him.
Yeah.
We have Nick, who's 21 right now. He's a third-year art student at Ivy University, and he currently has a cold. I don't know why I needed that in the court record, but you know what? We're there. Our victim is a fourth-year pharmacology student. We talked about Dahlia Hawthorne already, and Payne is 49. Prosecutor for this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. All right, let's start pressing then.
Like grapes.
When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered?
Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway. Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence.
Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow.
It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
A coincidence, huh?
Just a quinky dink.
A winky dink. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body.
You say you found the body? So, who called the police?
Uh-huh. Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
Yes, they exist in a university. Wow, right? I couldn't believe it either. That's correct, they were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body, in shock. Get it? In shock. It's funny. Okay. No, it's not. Someone died. A man died. Okay.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind?
Shocking, isn't it? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body,
We all heard the pun, I promise.
but not more than the guy on the floor. But I only knew the guy to begin with.
So, you didn't know his face or even his name, right?
Right. Oh, well, no. That is, I mean...
So, which is it? Did you know him or not?
Now see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day.
Bitch, watch me try. Well, I guess I did know his name.
News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before?
I heard he used to date Dolly.
Who is this Dolly person?
Not Parton, I can assure you that. Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She real cute.
Oh, I see. Ah, young love. So bittersweet.
Okay. But that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even?
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright?
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on his back of his shirt.
Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean.
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why... That's why I figured he must love British stuff. See? But it's true. Cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it.
Oh, he's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night.
Salmon's great.
Very tasty.
May I ask you something, Miss Fay?
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, what is it now?
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
Oh, Lord. The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right?
Oh, God. As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Yeah, there is a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossberg!
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean.
Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully.
Well, my dear, what do you think you can do you think you can manage on your own from this point?
Do we think we can do it?
Sure.
Okay.
Make
We
that confidence.
believe in ourselves.
We have 2 games under our belt. I think we got this.
Yeah.
1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, Mia. One more time from the very beginning of his testimony. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, so the issue here, if we haven't caught on, is that this man is wearing a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mhm.
So we couldn't see the Union Jack on the back of his shirt if he's wearing a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. I was right there on his. It was right there on his back.
Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the T-shirt he was wearing.
Yeah, busting our own client for perjury is always a winning strategy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me.
Yeah, please forgive me.
So how many times do we think
Yeah.
that Phoenix has actually cried in court?
Spelling.
Mia, you made our client cry.
Let him! That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. I don't know.
Poopy head.
It's P liar.
Yeah.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination.
Oh,
That's what you want to call it. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Oh, damn.
uh-oh. Oh, did I go too far?
Yeah. By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand, like Cold Killer X?
What an aggressive sounding
Right.
medication.
That's terrifying. Yeah, that's right. It kills colds for good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Wait,
Uh-oh.
Hana.
Are you back?
Goodness. Oh, God. Wait, how much did you hear? Yes, I'm back. None of that?
We got the
Okay, I'll
first
do it
T,
again.
I think.
Oh! Amazing. 10 out of 10. Ha 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 ha. Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Your Honor, I'd like to take I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. Another. Oh shit. Whoa. Wow. There it is.
What's this? The victim's hand? It's Cold Killer X. You could also have a cold.
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. No doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. It's this guy, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. Oh,
What?
mic drop. Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Solo must have picked up the bottle of medicine. Dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only be to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Order. Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
All right, we have another crime scene photo. And Cold Killer X.
Oh yeah. Also, the victim's wristwatch was wow. Okay, the victim's wristwatch was broken. That's a sentence.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this?
Oh, this is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks. My poor hemorrhoids.
Thank you.
A strange sentence to read out loud.
Thank you, sir, for contributing that very necessary bit of conversation.
The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Later, I went back and I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Something tells me, since we're going into cross-examination, he lied. Okay, so what I want to look at really quick is... So we know the victim's watch stopped... Oh shit, they actually expect me to read a watch. Anyone know what time that is? That's after 3 o'clock, correct?
It's like 9.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's upside down. The 12's at the bottom.
Right.
Right? Can I read clocks? Is that right?
Well,
yeah.
How is it 9?
Wait, hold on. 6. Sorry, not 6. God fucking damn it. I don't know.
But it's after 3 o'clock, correct?
Oh,
so it's not the 2:45 that he claims he saw him at.
No, okay, I was
Listen,
right.
I only digital clocks. I gave up on that shit.
I think it would be fine if it wasn't turned upside down, but since it's
I had
turned
to look at an analog clock. I was right. Because it's 12, 3, 6, and 9 are the 4 corners of, and then anyway, yeah.
So if we estimate this, it's like 3:05-ish. Right?
Ish.
Ish.
You sure?
We're gonna
Yeah.
go with that. Okay.
Sure.
So let's start pressing.
Yeah, after 3. Thank you.
Cool. Had you ever met the victim before then? I feel like I should be embarrassed that it took us this long to read a fucking watch, but you know.
Listen, in the age of digital, it's not our fault. There are
Exactly.
no analog clocks anywhere.
No.
You're right. No, never mind. That day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
This Dolly person is.
It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, the bae, sweetheart.
What are you, 14?
Yes. And my heart.
By the way, that was a slapping sound that you guys missed.
What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
Same. I feel that every day it's an urge. Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim Doug Swallow. What a hunk. Before she met Mr. Right, that is. In his ugly sweater.
I was just thinking about it, like a real quick tangent. Technically, any time is after 3 because there was a 3 o'clock beforehand. Anyway, so
Here we go.
Nasty love triangles. I see. I know. I'm getting.
She was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building.
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
Okay, I've been to college. Who the fuck gives out actual nicknames in college?
Nobody. The answer is no one. Not one soul. No one ever.
Like, I've heard it in high school. But, like, you
Yeah.
gotta have a really small college in order to know people well enough that if you say someone's nickname, you just expect people to understand it.
Yeah.
The lion of the jungle.
Mhm.
I don't know. The West
I mean, even
jungle.
like the community college I went to was not small enough for
Yeah.
that. Like, teachers, yes. Students, no.
No.
An alchemist, I see.
Full metal alchemy. I mean, I gotta admit, I was a little suspicious. Had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details? Do we want to ask about the timing of the meeting, about the pharmacology department, or just forget about it?
Forget about it.
The timing.
Timing?
Yeah.
So, you're absolutely certain that you met at 2:45?
Yeah, pretty sure that's the time the class ends. Well, they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much.
Experiments?
Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something.
Well, it looks like he's right about the time anyway.
Witness, let's go with your testimony. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 o'clock, we split up.
So, what was it you were talking about?
No. Guy things. No, that maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out
Yes.
again sometime? Oh, I wish that were
We should
true.
Totally hang out. Should totally hang out sometime. And later, when I went back, I found him lying there.
So you say you
Like a
went
liar.
back.
He was a liar.
Oh my god.
Lying on the floor. Yeah, that's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up, not out, up. Damn, not with this cold.
And this is Phoenix exploring his gay phase.
Look at that sweater. Full of flub for everyone.
This is just some college experimentation. It's fine.
It's fine.
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one's buying this.
I've been taking Cold Killer X for the past 2 or 3 days.
It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in the spring, huh?
I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. I'm glad I have friends. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
His friends are just a bunch of, like, stuffed animals sitting at the lunch table with him. It's fine. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
I talked to Mr. Fluffles. I mean, what does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly. Just the 2 of us and Fluffles. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Like Lucky Charms.
Youch! Why did you just punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden.
Okay, that's a compulsion.
Well, Mia?
I don't know. I can't seem to find any contradictions.
The boy isn't exactly what I'd call a natural-born liar, you know. But still, we can't have him continue to spout nonsense.
I know, but what can I do?
We're assaulting our own co-counsel in court. It's like we're Francisca.
I seem to have typecasted myself somehow.
Well, I'm certain he must be still hiding something. Information right now. It's information we need more than anything else.
Cool. So I guess let's ask about the pharmacology department. Blah, 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 blah. I wanted to talk about Dolly. Gonna slap my own.
Hemorrhoids.
Yep. Whoops.
Slap that ass.
Wrong one. Sorry, I just apparently wanted to slap Grossberg again.
Who doesn't?
Okay, so we asked about the timing of the meeting. Let's ask about the pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Oh, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity.
Oh, that's right. And they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere.
High-voltage cables?
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere.
The roof. The roof. The roof is so fine. Okay,
Oh, excuse me. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by this explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright.
No, I thought you were the
Your
judge.
testimony cannot be trusted.
Thought we needed a dad joke in here.
What? What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
Yeah, how the fuck did he electrocute a man with a high voltage electricity wire?
Yeah.
How the murder was carried out, of course.
Like, did he have some of those giant gardening shears and just went clip? Because I feel like we should have found those at the scene then.
Just how was the victim electrocuted?
With the power of friendship.
I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is you are correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Can we establish the murder method?
Meow.
I mean, we see the wire, so that's my guess.
Yeah. I mean, when we get to these points, I always just assume that it's, like, more complicated. And that's why I always, like, question it, because it's like, it can't just be, like, but it's in the picture. Because this game isn't that easy.
This is still the tutorial case, and I know my brain is sitting here like, there's no way.
In the picture.
Like,
duh.
it's right there. Your Honor.
Right.
Investigation.
I felt that.
Yes, Miss Faye.
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive. That's impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that. Actually, I'd totally forgotten about that.
As expected.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show you how you believe the victim, I think, died?
Yep. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? Kane, you made us substantiate your argument with evidence. Shut up.
Yep.
But there's nothing that even remotely resembles the murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
The umbrella. No.
Well, naturally.
I mean, that's how he connected.
Yeah. It's right here.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That's the most likely explanation.
That clearly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Oh, my feelings. I mean, now, the victim's cause of death may have been high voltage cables. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. It's you! Someone's talking about me. In front of me.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright is the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
His fingerprints were on the cable.
Right.
Fingerprints?
Is he okay right now?
You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket.
Are we implying that these two numbnuts were talking next to a downed electrical cable?
Yes.
Yeah.
The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Phoenix could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Man, you do not have much of an imagination if that is the only way you can think of.
That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Order! That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Grossberg?
My hemorrhoids never lie, young lady.
That's
The
a
show is
sentence.
over, Mia. You're welcome. Oh, I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No! You're wrong! Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor!
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case.
Shit. How am I gonna be a lawyer now?
Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say
Nothing
something
but
now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me.
Miss Faye.
He looks so baby with the mask off.
Look at you,
Yes,
you.
please trust me with your secrets in open court.
Yep. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end.
Uh-oh. Don't make those promises. You don't know what he has to say.
I mean,
Right.
I think we've kind of figured out he can't be guilty and still have a law career in the future.
Well, yeah, but we don't know that right now.
True.
We know that. but
Tiger
We know that.
spoilers about Phoenix's life. Oh, yeah, that's me. Damn! We've already established the defendant's guilt. God damn it. There's no further need for him to say anything. Yuck. Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright.
I'll tell you what really happened. Objection, but I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further.
Oh my god, Phoenix, no.
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Dog Swallow is dead.
That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
She did it.
Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Again, all I can think of is the bump. Bump, bump. Don't talk about bump her like that. This is why you don't marathon Brooklyn Nine-Nine, kids. It just turns into brain rot.
I felt that.
And you don't marathon Criminal Minds because it turns into paranoia.
Yeah.
I know that from experience.
Okay, wow.
What you just said, is that the truth?
Yeah, like those are the two opposite ends of the spectrum right there.
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're absolutely convinced you are.
Please. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I'll tell the whole truth. I'll be okay. I won't I, Miss Faye? I believe in you.
Oh!
Aw.
Thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
Oh, apparently you don't want to marathon dating sim bad ends, or else, nightmares. Which I can see. I can
Yeah.
imagine how that would be a really bad
hell
idea.
Yeah.
Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
What
Sir?
the?
Please stop talking about your ass. All right. Testimony when I push the victim. At what point is this sexual harassment?
I feel like it started off there and just got worse.
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. A manly shove. You know, the shove that men do. And at that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really simple. Quite simple. Yes, when you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from electrocution, I'm guessing. Yes, after the shock. Okay, yeah, it's sorry, it was loading. He died from the shock, and that's, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
That's true. Even a
Would he?
doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Thanks for the words.
Miss Faye? Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
Would a man with a heart on his shirt lie to you? That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly.
So, what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. Like, he said she was a bad girl.
Hmm.
Is that all?
Yep. That it.
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove.
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
Yes, you shouldn't have.
Yeah. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
If you
All right,
can't say something nice, throw a punch. It'll say all the words you need to.
shove instead. Shove like the wind.
Mhm.
All right. That guy, he said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put in the jacket he was holding and started to leave. And that's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. 'Cause I like alliteration. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest.
And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen?
Right! There was nothing like that at all. But it is possible that you merely overlooked it. Well, I guess it's possible.
What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt.
Too late.
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the witness's testimony. Or the testimony witness, whatever.
Same. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise.
A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, like, that's so Raven. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Shall we ask for more details or leave it alone?
Grapes!
Grape, 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 grape.
Yeah, I was also just seeing if chat, but yeah, definitely keep asking.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important.
Yep, ask for more.
So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah,
Were the cables broken?
could it have been?
Yes? Could it have been... Hurry up and tell us!
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding.
Oh, wait, I got a theory.
He fell
Ooh.
right on top of it, and it broke.
Oh.
That was probably the noise I heard.
Do you already not have a theory again?
Well, okay, so my original theory I just thought of.
Mhm.
So, like, what if, like, he sort of said that the Phoenix just said that he broke the umbrella by falling on it.
Uh-huh.
But
Under
if
my
he, in his
umbrella.
push back, if he would have like flung the umbrella up into the wire,
Mhm.
and then he could have like jumped up to get it, and that's what ended up breaking the electrical wire.
It's
But
possible.
that doesn't fit with Phoenix's story.
It does not, no.
Under my umbrella.
I was excited. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner.
Dude, that's a dead guy.
Got him. I mean, sorry. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone and broke as fuck.
Miss Faye? What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
I think there is, because look at our crime scene photo. He's not on that umbrella.
Oh,
Like-
my God.
The other issue is kind of that if Phoenix pushed him forward, like, we talked about how the print was on his chest, then why is he on his stomach?
Yeah.
True.
So we're gonna say yes, because I think this is where the contradiction is. Well, this is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
Piece of shit. The court agrees to the defense's request.
Sorry.
Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. There, I said it.
So, Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella, and you're certain of this?
Yeah, I was right there. It was right there under him. Sorry about. Damn it. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself.
The umbrella, you mean?
Let's go with that. Yes. Well, yeah, you see I was wearing this sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time, knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
No, my stomach is not used to is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia.
I'm so sorry. I'm not.
Continue with your testimony, witness.
At least he talked about his stomach this time and not his ass.
Yeah.
There's always next time.
Damn it. A little while after I left, I started to get worried.
After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away?
Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious. So you left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition? What a bitch. Well, yeah, but like I said, I got worried about him later. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead.
At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime?
Yeah. Nope. Nobody.
Jeez. Could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier?
In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we can find something that shows his innocence from the testimony, my dear. I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever.
Yes, sir. Right now, I need more info. Info that will help me turn up some contradictions. Well, we know what the contradiction is. Just gotta make sure that is the correct photo. Take that. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on. If I had mentioned that...
I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No! My hair.
Order. The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
All right, we have our umbrella.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
Under a body? According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial. But as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render a final judgment.
Dude, you were willing to declare him guilty like 2 testimonies in.
No!
Ah.
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
All right, we have his testimony.
Well done, Mia.
Hee hee.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about there, Chuckle Buddy?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly, and this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
It's Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne. You don't mean Dolly? The Dolly?
Yes, Dolly Parton herself. I do, Your Honor. I do. The defendant's very own lover and a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. I am your worst nightmare.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Honestly, dude, I feel weird
Yeah.
because the judge and I were vibing.
I
I
know.
was gonna suggest we took a pause before her testimony. So, oh my god. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Damn.
Bam.
Damn. All right. Shall we pause here?
Yeah.
All right. Never
That
mind.
is the good
April
stuff.
11th, 11:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I thought I forgot I can't.
Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. I
Save it to
Save.
next
Well,
time.
you never know.
I'm saving it for next time.
All right. So we're gonna end here for tonight. We will be back on Tuesday.
Yeah.
10 o'clock
Yeah.
Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, like normal. And we will see Dahlia Hawthorne for the first time.
Dolly.
And
It's
we'll see why Mia was waiting for this moment.
Oh hell yeah.
I got to say a
I think
Batman
she's-
line. I feel sort of vindicated.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
What's your theory, Lemur?
Oh, I think she's faking it. Like, we gotta fake that confidence.
Yeah,
True.
fake
Fake it till
wait
you
for
make it.
it.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out whether we're actually faking it until we make it, or if I'm just going to keep saying Batman lines and be mysterious. So, we'll see you guys then. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Get vaccinated. And see you next week. Have a good night, everyone.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Stay sassy. Bye.